Okay, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Jazakallah for joining again. What we will do is Brother Imran, he is running a bit late. So we will start with Quran recitation and then once he joins, we will start doing our slides. But before that, let me just do a quick recap on last week's lesson. We've done stopping. We've done, yeah. Okay, stopping. What does stopping mean? Waqf means to stop, and when we stop, the correct way to stop is we have to renew our breath. Okay, we should try to stop at the end of the sentence. Okay, so normally it's marked in the Quran with a circle. Okay, like a big round full stop, and it's got some numbers inside. We should try to stop there. If we can't, we can stop on the middle of the sentence, but when we resume reading, we have to go back one or two words. Yeah, I will show you that inshallah in the Quran when I'll show you the long verses, because the Juz' Amma, the small surahs we're doing, they only have small verses, so I can't really show you from there. The next slide is how do you stop on one fatha, one kasra, one dhamma. Yeah, he's joined. Okay, Assalamu alaikum, Brother Imran. Okay, the next one is, so what, do you want me to do a quick recap or should we start today's lesson?
No, you can start, it's fine.
The rest of the class, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
so remember the four situation. Yeah. Situation number one, scenario number one is these five symbols. Scenario number two is the leftover one. What's left? Two fatha. Okay. Scenario number three is when it's got a round ta. Remember one thing, round ta will always become a ha, regardless of what it's got. If it's got two fatha, two kasra, two dhamma, in every situation, it would become a sakin and a ha. It would become a ha first, then it will become a sakin. And the last one is, if it's a stretching, it stays stretching. Yeah. And okay, let's start from here. There's a lot of stopping signs, but what we are going to concentrate on is few. This one is what we normally have in the Quran. So imagine Qul huwallahu ahad, then you have that circle. That's what it's called an ayah. It's called a verse. Then Allahu samad. So it's like a full stop. By Arabic, full stop is a very big circle and it's got numbers inside. We should try to stop on all of those, okay, and renew our breath, rather than stopping in the middle of a word and then mixing the meaning up. We don't even know if it makes sense or not. Sometimes the meaning changes badly, and so it's best to avoid all that. Number two, what we're going to concentrate on is this la. La in Arabic means no. So if we're reading Quran, la comes in the middle. If you're reading Quran, la comes in the middle, we just zoom past it. Yeah, we don't stop. Number three is meme. Meme is a compulsory stop. So whenever you see meme, we have to stop. Okay, number four, we're going to talk about number four today, sakta. What is sakta? Sakta is different from waqf, because in waqf, in normal stopping, qul huwallahu ahad, if I'm going to stop, I have to renew my breath. In sakta, you don't. There's only 4 places in the Quran. I'm going to explain that when I get there. And the last one we're going to concentrate on is these dots. So sometimes in the Quran, you're going to see 3 dots here and 3 dots here. Okay, what do they mean? Okay, if there's 2 sets of 3 dots, it means you can either join verse number 1 with verse number 2, or you can join verse number 2 with verse number 3. Okay, you should try to join either 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. Let me just show you an example of this. Yeah. Yeah. So look, if you go to juz number 1, alif lam mim dhalikal kitab la rayba fi, you can see those 3 dots are there. So when there's 3 dots, what we should do is we say dhalikal kitab la rayba fi and stop at fi, and then say hudal lil muttaqin by itself, or we do this. We stop in here. We stop here. We say dhalikal kitab la rayb. Why isn't it coming? We say dhalikal kitab la rayb and we stop, and fihi hudan lil muttaqin. We carry on. So 1, 2, and 3. We connect these two. We connect these two together and read this by itself, or we read the first verse by itself and connect the second two together. That's how it is. There's one more example. I'll just show it to you. It's from Surah Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. Okay. So look. Min kulli amrin salam. There's one set here, there's one set here. So this is verse number 1. This is number 2. This salam itself is number 2, and here hatta matla al-fajr is 3. So you can join 1 and 2, or you join 2 and 3. Okay, that's what you do. That's what those 3 dots mean. Okay, let's go to the next subject. Yeah, that's done. And we should remember this after a pause in the middle of an ayah, the reciter must resume the recitation from 1 or 2 words before the word on which recitation was paused. Example for that, I have to go in the middle of the Quran and show you a long verse. Okay, so imagine you're reading and you stopped in the middle. You didn't stop in a circle, you stopped in the middle. So just for the meaning not to break, we have to go back 2 or 3 words, 1 or 2 words, and we read it. I will show you that now, inshallah, and so I don't miss it. Okay. Okay, can everyone see? Oh, okay. Yeah, you should be able to see. I'm getting it from the internet, that's why it's going to be a bit slow. Okay, let's look at this verse. Innal ladina yashtaruna innal ladina yaktumuna ma anzala Allahu min al-kitabi wa yashtaruna. Okay, so this is a long verse. So for instance, if I was reading and I had to stop, I went out of breath, okay, and I had to stop here, min al-kitabi. So if I stop in min al-kitabi, I don't start from wa yashtaruna. I start from min al-kitabi. Okay, so I read Inna alladhina yaktumuna ma anzala Allahu min al-kitab. I put a sakin on the ba because the ba has a kasra, and we've done it. When the last letter where we stop in, if it's got a kasra, we stop with the sakin. Yeah. Okay. Now, how do I start? Do I say wayashtaruna? Do I start from the next word? No, I don't start from the next word. I go 2 words back and I start from min al-kitabi. Okay. Same here. If you are reading this part, laysa al-birra, if you look at the last line, laysa al-birra min al-mashriq wal-maghribi, this is a long verse, and it doesn't have any stopping in between. So if I stop here, if I stopped in maghribi, okay, maghrib, so what do? I can say wal maghribi. I can start from wal maghribi and I can go ahead. I can say qibal al mashriqi wal maghribi, and then I start walakinna. I don't just resume from walakinna, because then the meaning doesn't stay. Yeah. Okay. At the end of the day, to know exactly where to start from, you need to know Arabic language, so you know where you stopped and how, like, if you how many words you have to go back to correct the meaning. And then we have these symbols. I said we are not going to really concentrate on these. The main two we have to remember is meme. We continue. Sorry, meme we compulsory we stop, and lam alif we continue. This one, sakta, we are going to do sakta today. Sakta is a pause without taking a breath. Yeah, we'll do that today. One other thing, if you are reading and then lam alif comes in the middle, we don't stop, we carry on, okay? But if there's a circle, stopping circle sign, and then there's a lam alif on top, you can stop or you can carry on, it's up to you. Because when the circle comes, when this circle comes, the stopping sign, ayah sign, this lam alif doesn't really have, it doesn't really, it's not really, doesn't mean anything. Look at this, okay? So, let me just show you all the examples. We were looking at juz number 4. Okay. So can you see this one? Can you see this one and this one? Can everyone see this? Okay. So when I'm reading Quran, I wouldn't stop on the first one, because the first one, I wouldn't stop there because there is no circle. So I would say, لِلنَّاسِ فِي الْكِتَابِ أُولَٰئِكَ يَلْعَنُهُمُ اللَّهُ وَيَلْعَنُهُمُ اللاعِنُونَ. If I have enough breath to carry on, I can carry on. Or if I want to stop, I can stop because of that circle, I can stop. Yeah. So because of that circle, this lam alif is not really in force. But there is no circle here, so we can't stop. Is that clear? So if lam alif comes by itself, we don't stop, we carry on. But if it comes on top of a circle, we can stop. If it's up to us, it's up to you what you want to do. I don't know why it keeps coming on this page. Okay, after lam alif, the other thing is this one, mu'anaqa. We done that, two sets of dots, and then ayn. Ayn is ruku'. Sometimes you see after 20, 30 verses, there is going to be a circle and it's going to have an ayn on top. It means ruku'. The subject is finished here. And sometimes in Tarawih, normally imams, they stop at ruku'. Okay, so when they go to a ruku', that's when they go to ruku' and they do sajda. And they get up for the second rak'ah, they read another ruku'. But you don't really have to do that. It's just that's like a checkpoint for them to remember easily where they stopped, and in the next rak'ah where they carry on. But ruku is not made for Tarawih. Ruku is just a subject finished and a new subject starts. Okay, we've done this. I'm not going to go over this anymore. Mim means we have to stop. Lam alif means we don't stop. Okay, sakta is the next subject. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sakta, what is sakta? Sakta is similar to stopping. It's similar to waqf in that sense that we are going to stop. But in here, we don't take a new breath. We carry on with our old breath. So it's like just a small pause. Okay. So in the Quran, like it comes here in the Quran, in Surah Yasin, قَالُوا يَا وَيْلَنَا مَنْ بَعَثَنَا مِنْ مَرْقَدِنَا. You don't take a new breath. You say, مَنْ بَعَثَنَا مِنْ مَرْقَدِنَا هَذَا مَا وَعَدَ الرَّحْمَنِ. That's how you say it. Sakta, the sign of sakta, the symbol of sakta is a small sin. Okay, so sometimes you get this scene in some copies of the Quran, and other copies of the Quran, you will see a word like this, sakta. Okay, something is going to be written like this, sakta. Sakta, it comes only 4 places in the Quran. The first one is in Surah Kahf. You know, on Friday, I'm sure everyone reads Surah Kahf on Friday. Alhamdulillah alladhi anzala ala abdil kitaba wa lam yaj'al lahu 'iwaja qayyima. We don't say 'iwajan qayyima. Okay. The second one is in Surah Yasin, this one. Third one is in Surah Qiyamah. كلا إذا بلغت التراقي وقيل من راق وقيل من راق. And the fourth one is Surah Mutaffifin. كلا بل ران على قلوبهم. So these 4 places, when we see the small scene or we see this sign, we just stop for maybe a second, keeping our breath, holding our breath, and then we just carry on reading. Okay, there's 4 places in the Quran. Just take a note. You don't really need to take a note. In the Quran, there is a small marking in the Quran anyway. The next subject is the openers. Some places in the Quran, some verses in the Quran, some surahs in the Quran actually. Sorry, not some verses. Some surahs in the Quran, they start with these words: Alif Lam Mim, Sad, Kaf Ha Ya Ain Sad, Yasin, Ta Sin Mim. They are called the openers, Huruf al-Muqatta'at. They are called Fawatih, the openers, or Huruf al-Muqatta'at. What do they mean? Some surahs in the Quran, okay, I'm just reading this. Some surahs in the Quran start with single letters. single letter or a group of letters. These will be pronounced as they are in the alphabet. Each letter will be stretched according to the stretching symbol above it. So when I see this, everyone knows this, but I'm just going to explain it. I'm sure everyone knows this. I don't say alama. Normally, rest of the Quran, we don't say the letters. We say the sound in the Quran. So qul huwallahu. We don't say qalahu. We say qul huwallahu. But these are some words in the Quran. They normally come at the beginning of surah. We don't say the sound of these words. We say the alphabet, the letter itself. And if they have a stretching sign on top, we have to stretch it. So something like this, we will stretch it 4 seconds, 4 seconds, 4 seconds. Something like this, we'll do 1 second and 1 second. Yeah. So some of them are 1 second, some of them are 4 seconds. We just have to do it. So we don't say alama, we say alif lam mim. After we stretch, we catch the mim. Look at this. Kaf is 4, ha and ya is 1 1, ain and swad is 4 4. So kaf ha ya ain swad. Okay. What are these verses? There is a long. Okay. Before I go to that discussion, there are 29 places, 29 surahs in the Quran. They have these at the beginning. Okay, so 6 of the surahs they have alif lam mim. There's 5 surahs they have alif lam ra. There's 2 surahs they have ta sin mim. There's 6 surahs they have ha mim. Altogether, they come in 14 different forms. Yeah, but some of them they repeat themselves. Like alif lam mim, it comes 2 times, and alif lam ra, it comes 6 times. Okay, what are these? How come? What do they mean? And how come they're in the Quran? We don't know the meaning. It's like a secret between Allah and His Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We believe in it. It's a part of the Quran. Okay, so some part of the Quran we should some part of the Quran we have to there are some verses in the Quran where we have to understand the meaning and we have to believe in it as well. There's some other parts of the Quran, they are called muhkam. They are open, clear verses that go and pray, give zakah, pray, be good to your neighbors, be good to your parents, okay, obey Allah, worship Allah. These are clear verses, okay? We don't, and if we need to understand, we can understand those from the other parts of the Quran or Sunnah of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam or explanation of Sahabis. We can understand those. These are called muhkamayat, clear cut verses. There's other verses in the Quran, it's called mutashabih, complicated, okay, or not clear. That's the easy way to say it. So these words are from the unclear parts of the Quran. Allah said, if it's unclear, keep it unclear. Just believe in it, that it is a verse of the Quran, but you don't need to dig in inside, okay? Like these verses. Now imagine someone says alif means Allah, lam means this, mim means that. No, it doesn't bother us. As long as you believe it's part of the Quran, that's it, you're Muslim. There's other verses in the Quran as well, like Allah's hands, this, that, Allah's eyes. From Nuh alayhi salam made his bow in front of Allah's eyes, and Allah's hand is with the Muslim. Do you know? There's some other verses. So those verses, we just keep it how it is. Allah said this is His hand. We believe in it, but we wouldn't try to say, oh, Allah doesn't mean His hand. He means help. Do you know? Sometimes if someone says, do you want a hand? Okay, it doesn't mean like, do you really want my hand? It means help. No, we don't try to translate it in our own way. If Allah said it's His hands, we accept it, but we don't try to think what kind of hand is it. Is it a real human hand, or does He mean that by saying hand, does He mean help? No, we don't dig into those verses. It comes in the Quran. Let me just show you the verse. I've taken a screenshot. It comes in Surah Al-Imran. This one, this verse. Okay, it comes in Surah Al-Imran, verse number 7. Huwa alladhi anzala alayka al-kitab. Okay, Allah has sent down upon you kitab as in Quran. Minhu ayatul muhkamat. In the Quran itself, there are some clear, okay, there are some clear verses. And then what are the other verses? The other verses are unclear. So some verses are clear, and the others are unclear. The clear verses are like the commandments of Allah, the obligations we have to do, and the law, the punishment, and all that. These are clear. And the ones which are not clear, they are not clear. Okay, like I said, Allah's hands, Allah's eyes, alif lam mim, all these. What does Allah say we have to do? Okay, so for those in whose heart there is deviation from the truth, they follow that which is not entirely clear, thereof, seeking al-fitna, and seeking for its hidden meaning, but none knows its hidden meaning beside Allah. Okay, Allah told us there's two types of verses in the Quran, clear and unclear. We have to ponder on the clear ones and act upon them, okay, understand the meaning. The unclear ones, we believe in them, but we leave the meaning to Allah. Okay, there are some people, they leave the clear ones, but they go and try to dig in the unclear ones, and what they do, they become deviated themselves, and they make other people go away from the straight path, because they come out with a meaning, they tell everyone you have to listen to this meaning, and people fall for it, and then everyone's gone. Okay, and what does Allah say? And those who are firmly grounded, let me just get my highlighter, and those who are firmly grounded in the knowledge, they say we believe in it, the whole. Okay, we believe in Quran, the whole Quran, the clear verses and unclear verses. We believe in full Quran, but we act upon the clear ones and we leave the unclear ones for Allah. Okay, we don't try to dig into those. And then we should always read this dua, Rabbana la tuzigh qulubana, oh Allah, do not take our hearts away from deen after you have guided us. وَهَبْ لَنَا مِن لَدُنْكَ رَحْمَةً, and give us mercy from you. إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ الْوَهَّابُ. Okay, you are the true merciful. Okay, so these verses, I know so many people, they have they try to explain these verses, but we don't try to understand these verses. Okay, is that clear? Okay, the next ones are silent letters. What are okay? In the Quran, sometimes there's only 3 letters they can be silent. The first one is alif, the next one is waw, and the third one is ya. Any other letter in the Quran, any other letters, they can't be silent. Yeah. So how any letter with no harka, if you're reading Quran and there is letters where there is no fatha, damma, kasra, or it doesn't have a sakin or shadda, we will not pronounce these letters. Okay, and those letters can only be one of these 3. Okay, so look at the first example. Duhan, Dad has a damma and ha had 2 fatha. Now the ya is just there. We don't read the ya. Okay, look at this. Ar-riba, we don't say ar-riba wa. No, the waw doesn't have any fatha, damma, kasra. We leave it silent. Same here. Mi'ata. So the only 3 letters they can be silent is alif, waw, ya. Sometimes if you see a lam without any fatha, kasra, damma, if you see a noon, these are not silent. Maybe the fatha, kasra, and damma is missing, it's misprinted. Okay, so we should check the other Qurans, or we should ask someone. But the only 3 letters they can be silent is alif and waw and ya. Yeah, and there's a lot of times you see them in the Quran, especially this word ulaika. You see ulaika, as-salawatuka. Okay, these are all silent letters. There's another one in the Quran, alif in the word ana. So ana, the word ana means me in Quran. Yeah, normally what happens after fatha, if there's an empty alif, what do we do? Do we make it long or don't we make it long?
It will make it long.
Yeah, normally we make it long. Okay, we should make it long. There's only one word in the Quran after fatha, even though after fatha is got an empty alif, we don't make them long. Okay, they are ana, alif in the word ana. So everywhere in the Quran, if the word ana comes, ana, wala ana abidum ma abatum. That's why in Qul ya ayyuhal kafirun you don't say wala ana abidum, we say wala ana, even though after fatha there is empty alif, but we don't make it long. Okay, but this only happens with this word ana. Okay, normally the alif following the fatha will be stretched. However, the alif in the word ana will not be stretched, it will always be silent. The alif is always silent. Okay, there are 4 places in the Quran the word ana, you will stretch it, but those 4 places the ana doesn't mean me. Okay, it's just the word ana is in the middle of a verse. I'm just going to show it to you now what they are, and then next week inshallah I'm going to find exactly the Quran. The first one is anaba. The second one is anabu, and the third one is ana. Sorry. The third one is ana mila. Ana mila min al qaid. Ana mila means fingertips. Okay. And ana siya. These are the only four ana. These are the only four anas in the Quran where the ana is going to be long. Okay. Besides that, any more ana, we don't make it long at all. I'm going to give you the numbers, the verse numbers, inshallah, next week. Okay. So in here, anamila means fingertips, anasia means forget, anaba and anabu, they means repenting. Okay. When you repent back to Allah. Let's see what's the next subject. Yeah. Let's just do this. These are all information, so you don't really have to learn anything. So I can just zoom through it. Sukun followed by shadda. Sukun followed by shadda is the same as idgham. How we done idgham nun sakin. But idgham nun sakin, the condition is the nun sakin has to be there after nun sakin if one of these letters come. Okay. Sukun, every time there's a sakin and the next letter after the sakin is a shadda, what do we do to the sakin? We ignore the letter with the sakin. Okay, and we jump to the letter with the shadda. So what would we read here? Would we say rawad tuhu or rawattuhu?
Rawattuhu.
Yeah. Say, okay, brother Amin, what would we say here? Look at this, brother Amin, are you here? Okay. If brother Amin is not here, brother Kibriya, how would we pronounce this? Okay. Before anything, which letter do we ignore here?
Everybody or just
brother Kibriya.
Oh, okay. So it's the dal with the sukun.
Okay, so the dal with the sukun is one, and
straight
then
to the ta.
Ta. So can you say that to me, please?
Hasattum.
Sad. Yeah. And the last one is the last one, brother Fahim. I think brother Amin just left. Brother Fahim, how would we say the last one? This one. What do we ignore and how do we read it?
You ignore the lam and you read it as barrafa'a.
Barrafa'a. Yeah. Yes, barrafa'a. Instead of saying bal rafa'a, we say barrafa'a. Okay. So sukun followed by shadda. A shadda is much more stronger than a sakin. Yeah. A shadda is much more stronger than sakin. So when they meet, we just cross the letter with the sakin off and we jump to the letter with the shadda. In the Quran, sometimes there is another thing we have to know in the Quran. It's a joining noon. What is a joining noon? This small noon. Yeah. Sometimes what happens, just imagine it like this, that you wrote something, you wrote your name. So imagine brother Fahim wrote his name, H-E, and he wrote M. So he forgot to write two E's. So what he does, he puts a small line, then he puts another small E on top, something like that. Yeah, that's what people normally do. Okay. Okay, I was meant to write prophet, but I missed the H purposely. So what I do, I put like a small arrow, then I put the H here. That's what people do. So this is how the noon is. Okay, just imagine this was meant to be a big noon. That's how I explain it. This was meant to be a big noon, but because of lack of space, or they forgot to write the noon, that's why they write a small noon here. But the real reason is this noon is only comes for joining. Okay, if you look at the Arabic word, this noon is a noon to join two letters. So you can't say lumazatilladhi. You can't say nuhubnahu. You say nuhunibnahu. That noon is just for joining. But the easiest way to understand is they forgot to write the big noon, so they just wrote a small noon at the bottom. We have to read the noon. That noon is not a stopping sign. Okay, it's not like the ta and the jim and the lam, the stopping sign. It's not a stopping sign. Don't think that lumazah. Oh, there's a noon here, I have to stop. No, that noon is not a stopping sign. That noon is a real noon. We have to read. Yeah. There's not much of them in the Quran, but when it comes, don't because the noon itself, the letter noon is not a stopping sign ever. Lam, mim, they are stopping sign. Noon is not never a stopping sign. There are sometimes a tiny noon written between two words. You will read it as a normal noon, except when you stop. Then obviously you don't say the noon. You say lumazah. Okay, nur. You say nur because this noon, as I said before, this noon is a it only comes to join two words. Okay, I think I'm going to finish here because, yeah, difference between alif and lam, we'll do it later. I'm going to finish here. I'm going to listen to everyone's, if there's any questions, I'll take the questions. Then I'm going to listen to everyone's Quran, and then we'll do the next few surahs. Is that okay? Any questions so far? Any questions?
No questions.
No,
Okay.
no questions.
Okay, before we go, I just remembered something. Actually, I'll do that next week, inshallah. Don't worry. Okay, so who should we start with? Today's I'll start with Brother Fahim. I'll do Brother Fahim, Brother Kibriya, Brother Imran, Brother Amin. That's the order on my screen. Yeah. So I'll start with Brother Fahim. I'm going to listen to his surahs, and then Brother Kibriya is next. And while I'm listening to Brother Fahim, the rest of the brothers, can you please practice your surahs? Yeah.
Okay. So start from Surah Fatiha.
Not Surah Fatiha. Not Surah Fatiha. Wait. Let me just get the Quran. I don't have the pictures. Not Surah Fatiha. Start from Surah Qul Huwallahu Ahad and Tabbat Yada. These two.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب.
Okay. Sorry, I'm going to break you because I don't have my Quran here. You have to make it a bit longer. Yeah. Okay. You can start. Bismillah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب في جيدها حبل من مسد.
Okay, mashallah. Tabbat yada, you have to make it a bit longer. That's why I put a red mark. Ma aghna, the ghain has to be a bit more stronger and full mouth. Okay. In here at the bottom, I'm not going to put a red line. I'm going to put a blue line. Wait, sorry. I'm going to put a blue line here. Why? Because, mashallah, you done it very nice. Fi jidiha hablum, the strong ha and the soft ha, they meet together, but you done it very nice and clear. Fi jidiha hablum min masad. MashaAllah. Okay, but just remember Tabbat Yada is a bit longer. Let's go to the next surah. قل هو الله أحد.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد.
Again. Start again, please.
قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Yeah, MashaAllah. قل هو الله, the qaf, just make it a bit more stronger. And Allahu Samad, you missed the qalqala. But MashaAllah, reading is very good. Okay, just go and practice your surahs, and let me just listen to the rest of the class. Then we'll do another two surahs. Okay, the next person was Brother Kibriya.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب سيصلى نارا ذات لهب.
Again, can you say Sayasla again?
سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب في جيدها حبل من مسد.
Okay, Tabbat Yada Abi Lahabin wa Tab. We done it last week on our stopping. If the last letter has a shadda, we have to emphasize the shadda. Okay, and put extra sound in it. So instead of saying watab like qalqala, we have to say watab. Ma aghna. I put a red dot there because you missed it. If you want to write these in the Quran, it would be very good because we can concentrate on those mistakes and try to fix them. Yeah. So
Okay.
ma aghna, you missed this stretching. Okay. Sayasla. Can you say sayasla naran again? There is something there. I couldn't.
سيصلى نارا ذات لهب.
Okay. Sayasla is the start. Sayasla naran dhata. I told you. You know, it's not a za. Do you know za is this? Za is this letter, the one after ra, and tha is this dal. The one after that, the one after dal is a dal. Where does dal come from? Your tip
Between
of your
the
tongue.
teeth.
Your tip of your tongue touches the bottom front teeth. It's a very calm letter. Za is like a very aggressive letter. Za is a very. This one is it comes like an aggressive sound. This one is a very soft and calm sound. Okay.
Should I just try that again? سيصلى نارا ذات لهب.
That very good. Okay, you fixed it. That. No.
Okay, so I think what I need to do is I have to sort of like bite my tongue to do it.
You don't really need to bite your tongue. Just push your tongue up. You know the tip of your tongue. Push it up and make sure it touches the front teeth, bottom part of the front teeth. Okay. That. Now, if you join both of your teeth together, the top teeth and the bottom front two teeth, it becomes a za. It becomes a very strong sound, but we want it a bit more softer. Yeah. That. Wamra'atu hammalat al-hatab. Okay. Wamra'atu then.
وامرأته so it's ham. So I think, did I say ha or ha?
Yeah, no, you said ha. Sorry, I should have not marked it here because you didn't make a mistake. Go on, just carry on.
From وامرأته حمالة الحطب. I think that I missed the ta.
Okay.
حمالة الحطب.
Yeah, the ta is empty and the ta is full mouth. حمالة حمالة الحطب. Yeah, and then
في جيدها حبل من مسد.
Yeah, mashallah, that's good. And قل هو الله, this one.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد.
This one again, beginning, please.
قل هو الله أحد.
قل هو الله. You're missing the ha.
أحد.
You are not saying the ha strong enough. قل هو الله أحد.
قل هو الله أحد.
Yeah.
الله الصمد. لم يلد. الله الصمد.
Yeah.
لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Yeah, mashallah. Okay, this is good. Just concentrate on قل هو الله. قل هو الله. This ha. Let me just guess. This ha. Ahad. And all the qalqalas, end of each verse, just make it stronger. And this sad. So قل هو الله, this ha. And as-samad is a sad, not a sin. Meaning changes. Okay. It's a sin.
Full mouth, isn't it?
Yeah, sin is an empty mouth. Sin is an empty mouth letter. This is, and sad is a full mouth letter. Okay. Mashallah, that's good. The next person is brother Imran.
Yeah. Shall I start? Farag, I was gonna say, you remember? I remember last week we didn't. Do we do Qul A'udhu bi Falaq as well? Because we didn't recite that. Because
okay, if you haven't, we haven't.
Because we only done Surah Fatiha and Qul A'udhu bin Nas. That was the first one.
It's okay. It's okay. What I will do is I will give you 2 more surahs, and next week I'll listen to Inna Atayna Idha Jan Qul A'udhu bil Falaq.
Okay.
Okay, because I know last week I was meant to listen to Qul Huwa Allahu Ahad and Qul A'udhu bil Falaq, but I didn't get time, so I just read Tabbat Yada to everyone. Yeah, Jazakallah for reminding me.
No. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, brother Imran, can you start from Tabbat Yada?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب في جيدها حبل من مسد.
Okay, Sayasla, do you know Sayasla Narandata? Just read this with stopping here. Okay, I just want to see.
Okay. سيصلى نارا ذات لهب
Then
وامرأته حمالة الحطب
yeah, then last verse.
في جيدها حبل من مسد.
Okay, mashallah. Reading is good. The only thing is ma aghna anhu, you didn't make the ayn strong enough. And what you done here is you tried to concentrate so much on these two ha, fi jidi ha, making the ha first ha strong and second ha soft. You forgot to do the qalqala in the ba. So you made both ha's very good, but then you forgot the qalqala. Okay.
that's fine.
Fi jidiha hablum min masad. Reading is very good. The next one, Surah Ikhlas.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Okay, mashallah. Brother Amin, Bismillah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب سيصلى نارا.
So no, it's okay. Carry on. I should have not stopped you. Say ma aghna anhu, please. Here.
ما أغنى عنه
Okay,
ما
no,
أغنى.
start from beginning. Tabbat yada again.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب في جيدها حبل من مسد.
Okay, mashallah. Before everything, this was good. Fi jidiha hablum. When you joined both of the ha, you said the first one strong, the second one soft. That's good. But what you done is the red ones. Let me just say, ma aghna, you didn't make it long 3 seconds. You did make it long for 1 second, but you should try to make it a bit longer. That. It's not zata, it's zata. Yeah. That is more softer. The way I told Brother Kibri, it's a calm letter. It's not a very aggressive letter. It's not a strong letter. Za, this is a strong letter. Okay. And then one other thing you done is, what do you think? Why do you think these three are red? What do you think you done?
Because maybe I've got to do a stronger kalkal on that.
Yes, you missed. Maybe you don't qalqala, but I couldn't tell a bit. So kasab, hatab, and masad, you have to do a bit stronger because these are coming at the end of the verse, so you have to do a bit more stronger. Yeah.
Okay. Inshallah.
Beside that, it's good. MashaAllah. Reading is very good. Qul huwa Allah, Bismillah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Okay, same here. قل هو الله أحد qalqala. Yeah, you missed it. Allahu samad. Maybe you said it, but it's not strong enough. لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. You can bounce, you can echo your voice or bounce your voice. There is no limit. Okay, it's not like if you go past this limit, it becomes wrong. No, ahad. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's another thing. What do you think you done here? Allahu samad. You didn't say the sad. You said Allahu samad. Okay, you didn't make it full mouth. If you don't make it full mouth, it becomes another letter. It becomes a sin. Okay.
Okay.
But mashallah,
Okay.
Everyone's reading is mashallah. I can see a lot of improvement compared to. Let me just minimize this. Yeah, compared to before. Okay, and everyone is trying to do all the rules we've done, all the stretching, qalqala, all the goodness, mashallah. What I will do is I missed Surah Falaq. I read it with everyone, but I forgot to listen to everyone. So we will do Surah Falaq next week. This tomorrow for next week, I will do 2 surahs, Qul Ya Ayyuhal Kafirun and Idha Ja. And then we're left with Inna A'tayna Ra'aytal Ladhi for 3rd week, and 4th week we're left with yeah. Actually, I might do more. Okay, I'm going to do 3 surahs. I'm going to do Inna A'tayna, Qul Ya and Idha Ja. And then the next lesson I'll do another 3. So because if I give anything on the 4th lesson, there is no 5th lesson for me to listen to. Okay. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ
أعوذ
بالله من
بالله من
الشيطان
الشيطان
الرجيم.
الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم
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 الله
الله
الرحمن
الرحمن
الرحيم.
الرحيم.
Let me just zoom in so it's more clear. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر.
إنا أعطيناك
أعطيناك
الكوثر
الكوثر.
إنا أعطيناك الكوثر.
إنا
أعطيناك
أعطيناك الكوثر
الكوثر.
فصل لربك وانحر.
فصل لربك وانحر
إن شانئك هو الأبتر.
إن شانئك هو
الأبتر.
إن شانئك هو الأبتر.
إن
شانئك
هو الأبتر.
Okay, إن أعطينا, ta has to be full mouth. Kal kawtha, tha. Because I heard some people reading kawsar. It's not sa, it's a tha. It's like that. Dal and tha, they are very calm letters, yeah? So inna, if you want to mark in the Quran, inna is 3 seconds. We have to remember this. A'tayna. Okay. A'tayna is going to be a bit difficult because it's like fi jidiha hablum, strong and soft. Yeah. Same here. Alif is strong, ayn is soft. Inna a'tayna kal kawthar. Okay. Ta we have to remember. Then fasalli li sad li rabbika wanhar. Inna shani'aka huwa al-ab. Qalqala tar is full mouth. All the ras, all the last ras in this surah is full mouth, yeah? Because they have, when you make it into a sakin, they have a fatha before it. And ra sakin, if it's got a fatha before it, we have to make it full mouth, yeah? I'm going to read this surah one more time before we go to the next surah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
بسم الله
بسم الله
الرحمن
الرحمن
الرحيم
الرحيم
إنا أعطيناك الكوثر.
إنا
أعطيناك الكوثر
فصل لربك وانحر.
فصل لربك وانحر
إن شانئك هو الأبتر.
إن
شانئك هو الأبتر.
Okay. Remember all the last ra's are full mouth, and just concentrate on these alif and ayn, and that's it. Sad. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We'll go to the next surah. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
قل يا أيها الكافرون.
قل يا أيها الكافرون
لا أعبد ما تعبدون.
لا
أعبد
أعبد
ما
ما تعبدون
تعبدون
ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد
ولا
ولا
أنتم
أنتم
عابدون ما
ما
أعبد
أعبد
Okay. ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم
ولا
ولا
أنا
أنا
عابد
عابد
ما
ما
عبدتم
أعبد
No. ولا أنا عابد sorry. ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم
ولا
ولا أنا
أنا
عابد
عابد
ما
ما
عبدتم
عبدتم
ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد
ولا
ولا
أنتم
أنتم عابدون
عابدون
ما
ما
أعبد
أعبد
لكم دينكم ولي دين
لكم دينكم ولي دين
Okay. Before I read this surah again, I'm just going to mark a few common mistakes here. This is not a mistake, but just remember we have to make the qaf as strong as possible to make it full mouth. Okay. قل يا أيها الكافرون را is full mouth. لا is 3 seconds long. أعبد ما تعبدون. ولا is 3 seconds long. This one I'm gonna mark in a different color. This one. عابدum ما عبدتم ولا أنتم. This one again. عابدum. This one a different color. And this one a different color. Okay. Let's read one verse by one verse, and then I'm just going to explain why I colored them in different colors. We'll just read it again. Okay. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
بسم الله
بسم الله
الرحمن
الرحمن
الرحيم
الرحيم
قل يا أيها الكافرون
قل
قل
يا
يا
أيها
أيها
الكافرون
الكافرون
لا. Okay. قل يا, the qaf is, I want the qaf to be full mouth, and the ra, that's why I marked the ra, because I want the ra to be full mouth as well. Okay. Let's go to the next verse now. لا أعبد ما تعبدون.
لا
أعبد
أعبد ما
ما تعبدون
تعبدون
Why do you think I'm okay? La, I marked it because it's got 3 seconds stretching. Why about أعبد? Why did I mark أعبد?
Is it a soft and a hard one?
Soft and a hard one. Same like إنا أعطينا أعبد. A is strong, ain is soft. لا أعبد ما تعبدون.
لا أعبد ما
تعبدون
تعبدون
Okay, the next verse I marked la again, 3 seconds long. I marked antum. Which rule happens here?
إخفاء
Ikhfa. What do we do? Oh, what did I? Oh, it's a back here. Yeah. Ikhfa, we have to hide the sound, yeah? So we don't say antum, we say antum. Wala antum abiduna ma a'bud.
ولا
أنتم عابدون ما أعبد
Yeah, the dal is marked. We all know when we stop on a dal with the sakin, it becomes a qalqala. Yeah. The next verse. Why do you, sorry? Okay. The next verse. Why do you think I marked Anna in a green?
It's one on
We just done rule today.
it's just Anna.
Anna long at all. Anna. The rest of the Quran, if there's a fatha and empty alif, they together we make it long. Beside the word Anna, Anna is never long. Yeah, that's why I marked it green, because one or two people said Anna long. Wala ana. And then abidum, we're gonna do idgham. That's why it's blue. And abattum, why did I color abattum in yellow?
The bar catches the ta because of the shadda.
Mashallah, mashallah. But we done that today. When sukun and shadda they meet together, we ignore the letter with the sakin and we catch the letter with the shadda. Yeah, so we ignore. So two rules we done today is in this verse, ana and abattum. Okay, wala ana abidum ma abattum.
أنا عابد ما عبدتم.
And then the next verse again, the blue is ikhfa and the dal is there's some background sense. So okay, the antum is ikhfa and a'bud is qalqala. So same as the third verse. ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد.
ولا
أنتم عابدون ما أعبد.
أعبد. Yeah, so remember alif and ain here. So there's three places where alif and ain comes together. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. The last verse is lakum dinukum waliyadin.
لكم دينكم ولي دين.
Okay, is this surah okay, or do you want me to go over it again?
No, it's fine.
Okay, it's fine. Let's go to the next one. So everyone's got a lot of homework to do this week because we've got 3 surahs. We've actually got 4 surahs. Qul a'udhu rabbil falaq as well. So inshallah next Wednesday, I'll try to keep the lesson short so I can give more time listening to your Quran. Okay, we're gonna go about 5-10 minutes over. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح.
إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح.
Okay, والفتح, there's a double sakin. The ta has a sakin and the ha has a sakin as well. Like wal asr, like that. So after we read the ta, we should have a slight sound of ha. Wal fath, like that. وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا.
ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا.
Okay, let's do this. في دين الله, Allah is full or empty? Empty because it's got a kasra before it. What about this wow? If I mark this wow, what do you think the reason is going to be?
I think someone read it full. It's empty.
Yeah, someone's really full. Do you know, like waswasil khannas min sharril waswa? Someone said it's a common mistake. People say waswa. They make the wow full math. Wow is never a full math letter. Even though it's got fatha before it, we will make it long. We will stretch it. We will say afwaja, or we wouldn't say afwaja. Yeah. So the dinillahi, this one and this one, they're both empty mouth. وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا.
ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا.
Okay, ra is full mouth, by the way. Wa ra is full mouth on the top. That ra is full mouth, but dinillahi is empty and afwaja is empty. Okay, and then we go to the next verse. Let me just give my marker. فَسَبِّحْ بِحَمْدِ ربك واستغفر. Okay, فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر.
فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر.
إنه كان توابا.
إنه
إنه كان توابا.
Okay. Let me just quickly check this surah. إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح. Nasrullah, Sad is full math, Ra is full math, and then Allah is going to be full math because Ra has a Dhamma, Allah is going to be, so all three are going to be full math in one go. Wal Fath is going to be, because it's got a double sakin, you have to say the sound of the higher beat. Idha ja it has to be 4 seconds long. Wa ra'ayta and Ra is full math, an nasa yadkhuluna fi dinillah, this is empty and this is empty. Fasabbih bihamdi. I have to clear this before I go to the next page. فَسَبِّحْ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّكَ وَاسْتَغْفِرْ. In here we have to say the sound of the ha. وَاسْتَغْفِرْ. Like, you know, everyone said here, وَامْرَأَتُهُ. Okay, we didn't say وَامْرَأَتُهُ. We have to say the sound because the ta catches the ha. We have to say وَامْرَأَتُهُ. Here we have to say وَاسْتَغْفِرْ. إِنَّهُ كَانَ تَوَّابًا. How do we stop on 2 fatha? Do we make it a sakin or do we keep it to 2 fatha? What do we do?
We make
You
it.
take one
It's
off.
one
Make it
fatha.
one.
Take one off. إِنَّهُ كَانَ تَوَّابًا. We don't say tawwaban, we say إِنَّهُ كَانَ تَوَّابًا. That's it, I think. Yeah, okay. Which one? يدخلون.
Yeah.
Yeah, يدخلون. Yeah, that's good. There's a qalqala in the dal. Okay, so this week everyone's got a lot of homework to do. Number 1 is these 3 surahs, and number 2 is I said I'm going to give everyone assessment. Okay, at the beginning of this module I said I'm going to give everyone a nice assessment to see how everyone is getting on. Okay, so I don't know if I should give assessment next week or maybe the last week, but there is going to be an assessment. Yeah, so I say everyone should start practicing or revising the previous lessons slowly. Okay, if you need any help, you can always ask me. If I can't do assessment in the class, I'll just send the assessment on the WhatsApp group, and you can just answer yourself and bring it to the next lesson. Okay, there is no pass or fail. I just want to do the assessment so everyone does a good revision. That's the only reason. Yeah, so if you do good, it's good. If you don't do good, then you should do good. Yeah,
Inshallah.
okay, inshallah. I'm not going to give it now. I'll try to give assessment next lesson, third lesson of this module. If I can't fit it in next week's lesson, I'll just send you on WhatsApp after next week's lesson, and then you lot can do it and bring you on the 4th lesson. Yeah.
Inshallah.
Okay. Then. Assalamu alaikum.
جزاك الله خير.
Assalamu alaikum.